Hello and welcome. It's Mary Lou Coon here from Orchestrate Coaching and Consulting. And today I have the amazing Anita Harding with me, who is a genuine healer and inspirational coach working mainly with women, but now wanting to move working with families. Oh my gosh. Hello, beautiful woman. I absolutely love her.
Hello.
I've known Anita just for a little while. I haven't met her in person yet. She has so much goodness to offer the world, and I have been very privileged to witness a bit of her growth and a bit of her magic and the way that she just wears her heart on her sleeve. So, Anita, you beautiful woman, I'm going to get to have you tell our audience all about you and what you do and your modalities and the work that you do in this world.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for having me on. It's very exciting. I think naturally gifted at healing modalities, very intuitive, highly sensitive. And through my own journeys of healing myself through trauma, childhood abuse, I've learnt so much along the way and have discovered mainly the most person you need to get to know is yourself. And stand in your own truth, your own power, and that's it. So that's what I help people to do, whether it's children, adults, relationships, is just who are you? And one of my gifts is using numerology, Reiki, EFT tapping, coaching. And it's always, I never know what's going to come out. It comes out in the moment. And that's what I love the most about it.
That's what I love about intuitive coaching too. It's like, what does the client need and what's going to come up, and we just go with that.
Yeah, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And so just usually the right words come at the right time, and the healing and the intuitive messages come for what they need. And most of the time I feel like I'm just the channel. I'm calling in all their guides, my guides. So we're never alone in a healing session. It's usually a room full of support and guidance for the best outcome. And there's no one session that's the same. It's always something different.
And you said, well, we said that you've worked mainly with women and want to move working more with families. Have you worked with mothers already? Like, have you had mothers come and see you with?
Yes, I've worked with some mums and their teenage sons, and we all did their numbers. So then we're able to see the patterns and the gave the mums the strategies on what.
Tell us a little bit more about that. Tell us what numerology does do. Tell us how it does help families.
So the numerology is just it's I mainly work with the life path number, which is your birth date. So that's what we've come here to learn this lifetime. And it shows the challenges and our strengths, our weaknesses, when we're out of alignment and into alignment. And there's patterns. It's like a blueprint. So it's not even woo-woo. It's a blueprint of who you are, what you've born, and it is very but all the numbers have their own trait from 0 to 9. And it's just incredible how I can read the numbers so well, where it just showed, just by knowing their numbers, it shows me where they're going off path and then how I can help them to get back on path.
So what are some of the problems that present in that? Like, what are some of the problems, especially with the mothers and their sons coming to see you? What are some of the problems that we are seeing, especially of late, coming up for them?
Okay, so you could have a mother that's got 3s in their number, and with a 3, they have to express, they have to communicate. So the issue we had with the mum and the son was the mother's got 2 3s in her numbers, so she expresses lots. She's an awake mum, so she's very conscious parenting. And it's like she hasn't fed her own needs. It's a creative number. So she's out of balance. So she's overexpressing. And now her son is projecting that back to her. So, and then she's gone, I can't deal with it when he does that back. And I said, he's mirroring you from what you brought him up when he was younger. He's just given it back because you've conditioned him that that's how to be. So he's projecting your stuff back. And then so the strategy was to find ways where she needs to walk away, even if she has to write it in a journal or go and do something creative where she's filling her cup up. And then she can go back to him more calmer and be able to handle and probably approach him in a more calmer way because her cup is more full. Instead of she's stressed, she's getting overwhelmed, and because she feels so much, because 3s is a feeling number. So when he's projecting, she's taking that on and it just overwhelms her. So now that she can come back not as overwhelmed, she can come back more in the present moment and be able to deal with it just easier.
You just said she has 2 3s in her numbers. What do you mean by that? So it's not just one number, like all of us 0 to 9, for example. It's in different ways. Can you explain that a bit more?
When you add up the number, you add it up like put a plus in between each number, and then like hers added up to 33. And then so the 3 plus 3 equals 6.
Right.
So I will still use those 3s because that's still part of who she is.
That makes sense. That's
numerology in some of the others, they'll only use the last number, but I'll use the whole number because I find that's really valid at the same time. That's still part of their blueprint.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And that's running their show.
And so do you use numerology as the main modality to help your clients to begin with, or do you feel like...
Yeah, to begin with, yes. Yeah, because that already instantly tells me where they're at, who they are, and then I know what language, how to speak to them, how to connect with them. Because the traits, it's just there.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
It's like it gives me an instant feedback for where they're at.
Well, it's a wonderful profiling tool, really. I mean, you know, it's just one of the many profiling tools that we can use out there to understand people. And that's fantastic. And just being able to bring people back from that and help them understand themselves, that's wonderful. So you said you also use EFT. And what other modality did you say?
So EFT, the tapping and coaching, healing modalities, intuitive messages.
Yeah, beautiful.
And Reiki and massage.
That's that. Oh, so you do Reiki and massage as well?
Yep.
And do you incorporate that with your coaching sessions?
If they need it, yes.
Beautiful.
Yep.
That is just gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So before we wrap it up, I'm just going to say, if we had a mother that was looking for help right now in feeling overwhelmed, you know, dealing with the overwhelm of everyday life and stresses with, you know, raising a family, what is the one piece of advice you would give her?
Just got to stop and breathe.
The simplest thing, but yet we all forget to do it.
Stop and breathe. Go for a walk in nature. Anything that break the state.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And you have children of your own, is that correct?
Yeah, I've got a 15-year-old daughter.
Oh, so you've got the walking hormone stage right now, and you know exactly what that feels like.
I use her numbers,
Yeah, so you understand her through her numbers.
Yep. It's actually been easy.
Fantastic. So that's another way you can work with families and young people and helping them understand that. That is wonderful. For
Yeah.
any of our viewers and listeners out there, I will have Anita's details at the end of this video. Should you want to get in contact with her a little bit more, her socials, and you can follow her and learn a little bit more about her and get in contact with her. Anita, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And for anyone else, shoot us any questions or leave some comments below. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.